Feliz Navidad. Dun, 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 dun. Feliz Navidad. Dun, 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 dun. Feliz Navidad.
Prospero año y felicidad.
You know the words to it. Wow. Good job.
I want to wish.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Welcome to another episode of the Man Lucrative podcast. I am the host, the one and only Magneto's Heaven in the building. With the one and only
Sean J.
Sean J. So check it out. I posted that on Facebook like last week. I said, and I'm probably keep it going. I said random thoughts that go through my mind.
I like that. I told you I need to make a Nito Twitter. Just post random stuff you say.
So I was like, is it wrong of me to think? I said I'm gonna dye my beard gray.
Old man Nito.
No, to fast track wisdom.
Is it because of what I've been telling you?
What'd you say?
I've been telling you because you're always like, I got another gray hair. And I'm like, that means you're getting wiser.
So I said I'm going to dye my beard gray to fast track wisdom.
See, dyeing your beard gray to fast track wisdom is like putting on glasses to look smarter.
It ain't going to work.
No.
It's not going to work. So my second one was random thoughts that go through my mind. What are the words after Feliz Navidad?
Yeah.
So everybody was like something prosperity. I was like, say it in Mexican though.
Prospero.
So anyway, welcome to another episode. This is a beautiful week. How's your week, guy?
Fantastic.
Thus far.
Rainy.
Yeah.
Very rainy.
I kind of like rain sometimes, but in this new position, not so much. It's trash because you're gonna still do something.
That's what we dude. Even in the old position, you would have been
No, old position, same supervisor.
Yeah.
That's what it is right there.
Shade. Is it getting cold in here? It's kind of
no. Hold up. Where's my? Nah, I can't say that. I was gonna put the she belongs to the streets. Yeah. Anyway, I do it for. She belongs to the streets.
Another ding.
Yeah, another ding. But I'm not fond of the rain unless I'm in the house creating, or creating babies. The rain is made for creating babies.
That's a quote.
That is a quote.
God gave us rain to create more babies.
That's tomorrow's random thought that goes to my mind. The rain is created for making babies. There it is.
Don't tell your wife when you post it either. Just have that. Let that sit out there.
No, it'd be funny if I went back in the forecast in like 2015, the year before.
Yeah, track the weather. You're like,
No. Actually, I think Sienna was born in
the rain baby.
It was a what do you call it? Either tornado or something. But the lights were out. The lights were out and it was rainy. And that was a good day.
You told me about that.
Yeah, that was. I
don't like that. I know that.
Yes.
You told me about that before.
Is that too candid of a friendship?
No. That just shows you how tight.
But anyway, I think everybody's gearing up. Christmas is right around the corner, and I'm excited. Honestly, I changed that. I'm not excited because it's a lot of random stuff going on. Case in point, did I tell you somebody was robbing us for our mail? Yes.
You did say that. I just remembered.
So it's some random car. We're going to find out where you're at. We're going to find out where your kids at. We're going to...
I'm going to take their mail.
But yeah, so it's some car that's, first off...
Who the fuck steals mail? Can I just say that? Like, what? I get porch pirates, who go up there and take an Amazon package.
Okay, yeah.
It's something probably of values in that. But, dude, like, most of the mail is... Would you want this credit card? Chase wants you to open up, it's like...
Now that I think about it, remember last episode we were talking about properties and all this stuff? So it's a group of, I hate to say it, maybe y'all need to be more careful. That's why I never say numbers.
No.
I never say how much I made, none of that stuff. I might give you a ballpark figure, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, leads to trouble.
It's a group of podcasters and influencers that be posting mailbox money. So... The thieves probably like, oh, you get mailbox money? Let's just get all the mailboxes and see
on Monday. That's so rancid.
To see who has some money.
Most of the time, it's a PO, dude. People get a PO. You think podcasters get stuff sent to their house? That's how you get like anthrax in the mail, man. That's how you get a bomb. Like,
But
dude,
anyway,
what?
somebody is coming through DeKalb County, and I did call the post office and all that stuff to
Good.
file a complaint. But the other thing is, okay, they did take some mail for a few days. I think they got tired of it, and I think they know everybody's looking now, so they haven't been out here. Whoever it was.
Not just you, like other people's mail.
The whole street.
That's bizarre.
But everybody works.
This guy's the anti-mailman. He comes and takes your mail.
But see, now, part of the issue is with the post office, they would deliver our mail like at 9 o'clock at night.
Mm.
So nobody's really checking their mail until the next morning or whatever, because you're probably asleep for the most part. You got a lot of older people that stay over here. So it's easy to take it.
I've seen your mailman at random times.
Exactly.
Pretty
Very
late.
random.
Yeah, sometimes
But
late.
Another night, and I was like, what the hell is this? So Shamia looks out the window. She says, come look at this. Come look at this. No, she was coming back from play rehearsal. Shouts out to the Black Nativity. My baby is doing her thing on that. I got to give her. She's doing great. She's doing great.
That's what you said. You said you cried.
Yeah, I actually cried. I was like, we're going to talk about that, though. So she's coming home one night from play rehearsal, and she says, please look out the window. Look at this. So I look, and I'm like, okay, see the mailbox. The mailman, first off, he's always been coming late for the past couple of months. So I'm like, all right, no big deal. But this night, the mail truck is backed up into another car. It's like an Altima, and the back is open. So I'm like, what is really good? I didn't like how that felt.
Man, that's weird. That's whack. That's
But
suspicious.
But then a tow truck came and towed the mail truck.
Oh, okay.
So, but still, why was the car backed up into the mail truck? Do you know? Because I don't know.
He was delivering the car.
There
There you go.
It was not, no.
This is mail.
So,
It's the anti-repo man. He gives you a car. He says, hey, buddy.
no. I think they were trying to take, I'm over here. The truck about gone down. That's how Atlanta folk be. I'm sorry, Atlanta. I'm sorry. But all my hood Atlanta friends know
Atlanta
I'm
ain't a
not
person
lying.
you have to apologize to.
They know I'm not lying. Hey, bro, I'm out here and something drive. Hey, you need to come through, bro. They about to tow the truck, but if you come out right now, all the big packages, just put them in the back of your car. I'm gonna meet up with you in about an hour. We gonna hash them junks out.
No.
I definitely feel like that's what happened.
Yeah, probably.
And secondly, I've been waiting for a check. I don't know if I should have said that, but
You'd be out there in your mailbox going like, what's up, man?
I've been waiting for this check. It's been like 3 weeks, bro. So I was like, this was the first red flag though, and I didn't really know until my neighbor called me.
Knew that you were waiting for a check?
No, I think they knew that nobody was home because this is around that time where I was working on the property back to back. Shamil was gone from the house. I was gone from the house on the property. And voila, it's free mail right here.
That's so weird.
So my neighbor calls me. It says, again, I'm sorry, Atlanta. Hey, bro, you seen it, bro? You seen it? I'm like, what is it? Bro, these folk out here taking the mail, and I'm about to shoot the shit out of them.
Go, bro, go.
I said, shoot them. Nah, don't shoot them. But I was like, okay, so if they taking mail, and I've been waiting for this check for 3 weeks, chances are they probably took the check and tried to forge it to cash it or whatever. And voila, my vendor is like, thanks for letting us know. We'll just send another one. Joke's on you, kid.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to cash a check nowadays unless the person getting the check is pretty stupid.
But it's scheming season. Christmas season is scheming season.
Yes, it is.
And yeah, so that's what kind of has me like in a random
Tiffy.
Yeah, because it goes back to the. Remember I told you the school where I went to teach the kids, and the teacher was like, if you don't help the kids now, they're gonna help themselves to what you got.
Yeah.
That's what made me think about it. So it's like, okay, I do need the check technically. I want the check, but they might need it a little bit more.
Not by theft.
I'm just being not about theft.
Nah.
But I'm just saying to be optimistic. To be optimistic of the whole situation. And it just has me on edge. I ain't gonna lie. This Christmas season, it's a recession. It kind of has me on edge. Like, what should we be looking out for now?
Yeah, more than ever, you always got those commercials who are like, some families are too unfortunate to, you know, that's probably more than ever.
Now,
way more than ever. There's some families out there just no idea what they're doing.
And I mean, I ain't gonna front, you know, the Crawford household doing decent, but when you go to the grocery store and you spending $200-$300 at a time, the pantry is a little bit more slim than normal. Like, are you really gonna eat?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat this? Because if you're
I've
not, don't buy it.
A lot of snacks, man. I just don't even buy snack food now.
It's crazy.
First snack food I've had is here. In a bit. Well, you got a whole family, so you're starving.
Yeah.
But me, it's just me. I mean,
But see, even in that, like, we keep stuff in the deep freezer in the basement. We keep stuff in the other refrigerator. That sounds privileged. I'm sorry. It sounds mad privileged, doesn't
I
it?
think most people with a basement probably have
3 refrigerators?
some kind of little basement fridge or
Okay.
or
All
like I've never had a freezer box. I've never had one of those.
Okay. But, you know, I know we're blessed. Shouts out to Rick Ross. I'm sorry, I'm everywhere. But Rick Ross said in one of his songs, "Thank God my kid ain't got to eat that big block of cheese." Government cheese. Oh, they got on you too. They got on you. They said, Kraft Singles is not government cheese.
No,
it's the block.
Singles. Oh, that's what it's called?
You got to have a block.
Block
if it's
cheese.
For it to be qualified as government cheese, it got to be on a block. And you cut it up.
You cut it up? We've had cheese like that.
All right, so.
But we usually started getting that Kroger cheese, which is like just Kroger Kraft
All right,
Singles.
so see, there you go. Sean knows about the big block.
We used to make our own bread.
Make your own bread. Now, that's privilege.
Little bread machine.
That's privilege.
It was like a once in a while thing in the morning.
Hold on, enlighten me. How you make it?
All the children will wake up.
How you make your own bread?
Making bread. You just, I mean, it's like how you make bread normally. You know, yeast. You put it all in the machine, let it rise naturally.
Is that your Jewish side?
My Jewish
I mean, your Italian side. I'm sorry.
So my Jewish, my Italian side.
No, maybe. Oh, that was my dad. My dad made the bread.
Okay.
He's German or something.
Double entendre. Your dad made the bread.
My dad made the bread, so I can make the bread.
Hey. So, yeah, I'm sensed up. They got on you though. I think it's. I'm sorry. I will keep it going. If y'all want to get on Sean, keep it going.
I don't even see it.
Yo,
he has to tell me about it.
Yeah, I think it's funny though. But yeah, everybody's gearing up for Christmas. I would like to go to Carolina. I know I'm not gonna be able to. But what's your plans so far?
Christmas? I'm not really sure. Since the little guy is so new, I don't know. I'd imagine we're definitely gonna have like babies for his Christmas for sure.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if you haven't seen the last episode. It's not my baby. It's my niece.
Sean does have a baby out here in these streets.
My nephew.
It's his baby.
Yeah.
No, that would be nasty.
It's not my baby.
It's not your baby.
No. I'm an uncle. I'm not a father.
Yes. Yet.
Are
you a father next year?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is so early.
How are you sure?
I'm making sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As long as you're positive. And I'm talking about, never mind.
No, I'm negative in that.
So the funny thing is, all right. So speaking of Christmas and scamming season, it's a clip that I saw, of course, on IG, the most credible source for media.
Of course.
In the world.
Twitter.
Twitter and Instagram.
Nothing's wrong on Twitter. Like Facebook, always trust news from Facebook.
So it's some dudes in California that's robbing Apple Store. Straight face.
Which one?
I don't know which one.
Most of them.
So anyway, so look, I see them running through snatching the phones off and putting them in the bag.
I'm like yanking them.
My first thought was, they have trackers on the phone, bro. Why
you
y'all?
have to go in that bag and keep turning. But actually, they have bags that when you put the phone in the bag, no signal can get out.
What?
Yeah,
No. Are you serious?
yeah.
Oh,
I just my girl was at a gig in Pont City Market, Atlanta.
okay.
Got her phone pickpocketed, right out of the back pocket.
Out the back pocket.
Right out of the back.
Did
pocket.
she get it back?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So we tracked it, and this guy was running, dude. He made it all the way to like Martin Luther King Boulevard, and we were like, damn. We're like, that's like 10 minutes away. So we called the I forget what she called. I don't think it was like the police. It might have been another number.
Okay.
They were like, all right, well, call us when you're like 5 minutes away from the phone's location, and then we'll come out there because we were 10 minutes away. So they have to be 5 minutes away to send a car in order. Because mainly we called because we were like, we know where it
They're
is.
trying to get y'all robbed.
Yeah. I'm not that stupid, though. I wasn't getting out of the car. Shit, I had my,
Okay. So they on Martin Luther King.
Anyway, so we get there. There's this Walmart.
Hold up. Martin Luther King, the Walmart on Martin Luther King. We went there in the daytime. You remember that?
Yeah. 835 Martin Luther King? Yeah. Anyway, we were there, and I was like, that dude's standing exactly where the phone ping is going off. I'm like, I know it's that guy. So we call, and they're like, oh, no. You're going to have to go to Ponce and then file a report. We're like, you just told us to come out here. And she goes, no. And I'm like, then why did that lady tell me to do that? She goes, I don't know. And I'm like, y'all are useless. And they're useless. Anyway, so we go back to Ponce.
Who is they? Who is Go ahead.
Anyway, I was like, which I get it. I've had friends get phones stolen in Atlanta. They don't care.
Right.
That's like we made a report just so there's paperwork of it, and they were like, all right, we're gonna file this under lost property. We go, what? No, it was stolen. They go, well, did you see the guy? No, it was out of our back pocket. Well, then it's lost. You didn't see him. We're like, so if you
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what the lady told us. If you don't see who took it, so I hung up and I was like, if I go back to my apartment and everything's gone out of it, do I go, oh, I must have lost it all? No, it was stolen. Like I didn't see the guy who did it. That makes
unless you're my cousin Tim. My cousin Tim let his neighbor hold the refrigerator. He
Don't
said,
do that. He's gonna hold it forever.
I will forever remember this story. We go to Tim's apartment. My grandma says, hey, Tim, let me put these groceries in. Because Tim's a crackhead, if y'all didn't know. He's Tyrone Biggums. That's my family's Tyrone Biggums.
Tyrone Biggums.
So my grandmother goes in and she says, Tim, we bought you some groceries so you can have something to eat. Where's your refrigerator? Refrigerator. He looking like, well, who needs a refrigerator? I let my neighbor hold it.
What was that?
He said he let his neighbor hold it. Keep in mind, this is an apartment he's renting. He's renting an apartment and he let the neighbor hold the refrigerator.
That wasn't his fridge.
So, yeah, no. So he lost it technically. You did not lose. That was stolen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they made a report, and I have like the case file, but it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do anything. We just wanted there to be paperwork. If the I don't know, random, maybe the ping will show an address, because then we'll be like, hey, last known ping was at this address.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's a house that's been suspected in the past. They'll send a guy and then find like a dozen phones, and one of them's hers. Just on the off chance. I know they won't do anything, but
the ironic thing is, so okay, because it didn't happen to you technically, it happened to your girl.
yeah.
Right.
Oh shit.
So what was your emotions during that moment?
Just
while y'all
mainly-
trying to figure
mainly
out,
just like, I was just like, damn. The whole time,
empty,
just like,
right?
Just like, damn.
Did you
Because I can't do anything.
Did you feel empty or did you feel violated? Not
She
so
felt
much-
more
she felt it,
violated.
okay.
I was more like, how did I not see this guy?
Okay.
How did I not even? I didn't even. She was
He was
ripping the whole
good.
time.
He was good.
Yeah, like arm around her probably when he did it. Had to be. And I'm thinking, I was like, damn.
He was trained in Africa. That's the most.
The African pickpocket.
They gonna get you good.
That's what we do. I mean,
Yo,
it's nuts, dude. Like, well, and that's why. And he not only went from Martin Luther King, he eventually went all the way to like 13th Street, man. Yeah, this dude was. Oh yeah.
yo.
So we're like, he comes to Ponce probably every day to
Just
steal
to do
phones
that.
and goes. And I'm like, how much can a thief get for it? $60? It's $1,000 phone, but you can't.
You can't do.
You're probably only
with
gonna get $60 to like parts out of it. You
Yeah.
really do all that every day for like what 4 phones a day?
it. Possibly.
Really? That like
I mean, the funny thing is, that's not funny. I'm sorry.
no, it's funny now. It's a funny story
Yeah.
because of like how crazy it is that you're just kind of shit out of luck.
I remember the mail is one thing. That's current day. But I told you about the laptop in Detroit.
Oh,
Yo,
you had shit stolen.
yo.
Oh yeah.
When I tell you, I can laugh at it now because I just remember how dumb I feel. I was like, I feel like somebody raped me. I was like, how did I just let them do that? They just came and bent me over and just took it. And I can't do nothing.
That's what we
about
felt.
it.
She was like, "Fuck Atlanta, man. Fuck Atlanta. I'm so done with this shit." Because every time we go to Atlanta, just some stupid shit happens, dude. So I know what you mean. Can't have shit in Detroit.
No, you cannot. And I remember, like I said, it's a nasty, violated feeling that you get. Somebody just take it. Another thing, and that was simple. I'm sorry, but I am petty. I was at work one time. Your dad is the same way. I was at work one time. I had bought a Dr. Pepper. And I was like, oh, and that was new too. I ain't know nothing about, been up there. So I was like, oh, I got Dr. Pepper for when I get off work. Put it in the refrigerator.
Which one of you mother flatfoot stole my
Yo,
doctor?
somebody's drunk the hell out that Dr. Pepper.
I probably know who it was.
Guess what? It was that much left.
If you're gonna take a man's Dr. Pepper, you better finish it. You better take the whole damn thing. You are rancid if you leave some. What's he gonna do? Drink the rest of it?
Drunk that much. It was that much left over. I was like,
That's violated. That's violation.
I felt mad violated. So, yeah. Was it around Christmas time? Or I can't say it was around Christmas.
You know the story about my dad and his juice.
Yes. I was there for that.
So you know what happened. It's not all speculation. Did he actually kick a door down?
Yeah.
Don't take me or
That's
any of
a-
my family members' juices.
That is the temper. I saw that for the first time. I was like, oh, wow,
Don't take
Joe.
my drink.
Yo, this dude's dad right here. Yo, I love Joe like an uncle. But that one day, I saw him blow up. No, I saw him blow up about 3 times. That was one of them. The other one was with Buddy. It's like, how you gonna call me out? You gonna just and he storms out. And Joe's strong. He got
I know.
that old man strip. I'm like,
Yeah.
jeez,
He's got gorilla arms. He do.
he's strong.
Yeah. His arms are the size of like my leg, dude.
It really is. I was like, golly.
Yeah.
But
So I'm so chill.
yeah, so speaking of them robbing the Apple store, I thought it was great that they showed the importance of teamwork.
Yeah, they did. Got the RFI bags. And
I got to look that up. I've never seen that though.
yeah,
That's
as
crazy.
soon as you put it in and close it, it's what it's lined with. No signals can't get out. So
Wow.
that's why Apple you can't send a kill code either. And you can't send a
Oh.
yeah. So you could still get like information out of it.
How long do you think those bags existed? 2017? 16?
Who knows? Yeah, probably longer than people thought they did, because they don't want people to know that those things exist.
Cause
That way they could steal your shit. And I don't know how long did Apples have kill codes for? They probably didn't have that back then.
Well, I remember that night, that nice, nasty, long night in Detroit. Uh, I was up because I still had my phone
Mm-hmm.
and I had my wallet.
At least you had your
I had phone, wallet, and keys to the house. They stole everything else. No clothes, no nothing. Gone.
If you're gonna take a guy's laptop, leave the clothes, man.
They took everything was in the bag, so they just took the bag.
Okay.
So
I thought this guy literally robbed your wardrobe.
So I called Apple and I'm up. Keep in mind, after I did this event, it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I was on the panel to speak about the music business. I'm bringing energy, positivity.
Meanwhile, you're damn.
My bag is being raped by the streets.
The streets
So-
of Detroit.
So when we found out that the bag was stolen, I'm not going to say, my friend might be watching the pod. He might watch the pod. But it was like, yeah, we can't call the cops. So I was like, why we can't call the cops? Like, I need to call the cops. So like, all right, let's just try to handle this. Let's try to handle this. I'm like, no, I am a rat. Call the cops.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to do nothing street. I'm not street.
Well,
If I
someone
see
randomly
it,
took your shit,
if
too.
it's illegal, I'm ratting. Don't do it around me. I'm not him. I operate. What do you call it?
Yeah,
I cooperate with the blue.
don't do it around me because I'll tell
Look.
Nito.
What I got on? I got blue around. I cooperate.
You got a C for Chappelle.
All right. Well, I ain't gonna say that. So so I'm on the phone looking at my laptop drive, and I'm just like, it's right there. All right, let's go. So I'm like, just call the cops. Yo, that right there, that let me know. I was like, I don't belong
What
in
happened
Detroit.
after?
Nothing happened. I was at the hotel looking like a dumb dog.
You didn't go in?
Huh?
You never went in and got your laptop?
I'm not street either. I'm not street. I am ratting.
Depends how many guys I have. If I have a good bit of guys.
But see, you got to remember, I just experienced the gunshots too.
Oh, you were new.
In the, it was gunshots in the area where the laptop was stolen.
Oh.
So no, I'm not going out.
Someone stole your laptop from the guy who stole your laptop.
That was a good one.
That was moving.
It's moving.
It switched hands.
Yo, when I tell you I was so sick, and this is the importance of a good wife.
What a segue.
So
Just like all the people who stole from the Apple store, if they had good wives,
if they had good wives,
they wouldn't be doing that.
male and female.
Male
Doesn't
and
matter.
female.
Whoever, gender does not matter. A wife is a wife. A husband is a husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I was looking to go to do the event before.
Yeah.
Skylar was just born.
Oh my.
She was just born. So I
you
need this money. I was like, $2,000 in a night to go speak, come right back home. I'm good. No, that was the most expensive trip ever in my life. I had Ice Cube vocals. I had some of everybody vocals on that laptop. And the hard drive was in the bag with the laptop. So,
Dude.
2008 to 15, gone. Like that.
Wow.
I had to rebuild everything.
That's what happened to her phone. She had songs that she was already writing. Yeah. Like
Now,
about 3 songs that she's
Now,
already.
the flip side is, was it Apple?
Yeah.
If it was Apple, she should just get it in the cloud.
She had a cloud. On that one, she hadn't got it. That was a new phone, by the way. Yeah.
Y'all lame for that.
That was an iPhone 14. The new 14. Dude, I know.
Lord have
She
mercy.
saved up. She's worked so hard to save up that money. Damn thing got stolen like she had it for like 2 months.
So, okay, let's say this then. Since we know I want the people to leave with something. So since it's Christmas time, what type of things should we be on the lookout for, you think?
Oh, for people trying to scam you with?
Mm-hmm.
If an Arabian prince wants you to buy $800 of Starbucks gift cards, and then send it to him because he says he promises you diamonds. He promises you a piece of the gold trade. Don't do it. Do not do it.
How do people get caught in that?
It's mainly old people
Okay.
who are like, an Arabian prince said, "Oh, I have to give him money." Don't do it. Old woman, no.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. If you're a smart man like us,
Yes.
you won't fall for this Arabian prince.
I'm
But if a-
smart.
But if a Welsh king
It's the same
asks you-
thing.
he'll
Do
gi-
it.
Yeah.
No, don't do
He'll
it.
he'll give you his inheritance from his jelly bean factory.
It's so stupid.
Dude, it's nuts what they come up with. Sometimes it's just indie guys like, give me $500 right now. It's
Did
like,
we talk
what?
about? Did we talk about the guy that was trying to scam me from a loan company or something?
No, you never talked about that.
Okay,
You have real experience with this, yeah.
so it's a guy that reached out and says, "I see everything that you post on.
Yeah, no shit, social media.
I see everything that you post, and you're behind. No, what they say? You're in default of your loan, and you need to pay us." So I was like, "So no, me being me, I'm business first." I said, "Okay, yeah, I owe you loan." I said, "I'm sorry, I had no idea that I owed you money. Please."
My apologies.
I said, "Please send me an invoice with the information on it, and I'll make sure you get paid out as soon as possible." Also, I've CC'd my lawyer so he can make sure that the whole process works smoothly. So then they sent another message back. "If you think this is a joke, then we'll just take this to court tomorrow." I just told you I was going to cooperate.
First off, they're bold because you sound so cordial with a lawyer and everything, and you actually CC'd your lawyer?
Yeah, I said,
Oh, hell no. That takes a Google search to be like, this guy actually has a lawyer.
Yeah.
We need to back out. Like, if I did it, it'd be my friend Asher. I'd be like, I CC'd my lawyer, and they'd be like, that is a guy.
No.
He plays trumpet.
Was it ESQ on the end of the?
Yeah, and like, yeah.
I CC'd my lawyer.
These guys are bold. Maybe they're dumber than you.
So then they sent a message back. "If you think this is a joke, then we're gonna take this to court." I said, "All right." I said, "Why is it hostile?
Let's go.
What's so hostile?" I said, "I just sent you my lawyer's information, and I said send me an invoice so we can have you paid.
I'm ready to give you money.
I'm ready to pay you. Let's do it. I don't like owing people."
Yeah.
They just disappeared.
They go, damn it, didn't work. I really thought that.
But why wouldn't they just go through with it?
They put pressure on you one last time and then left when you didn't fall for it.
But I was gonna pay them.
They didn't have any real. They probably didn't know what the hell to do.
Okay.
They were like,
Okay.
what is any of this? They're just used to you, like old people,
I was sending a
giving
routing
away
number
their
or
bank
something.
passwords and like routing numbers and stuff. Yeah, they don't
Huh.
expect like an actual formal invoice because they have no way to do it. They're not real.
So I thought that was funny. And I posted it on Instagram. I was like, these dudes.
Yeah.
I said, if you're gonna scam, do it right.
Phone scammers are nuts now. You know what? Nowadays, I don't even know if it's a scam or if it's like a political thing or if it's I get a call from like a fire department, like a police. This is the police and fire donation.
I have
You're like,
I have got that
no.
call before. I have
Like,
got
I'm
that.
sorry, wish I could. No.
I didn't even say that. Again.
No, it's a robot. It's not even a real guy.
Okay, I have talked to a real person.
Sean? And I'm like, who the hell? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? And then pause, and you're like, this is John from the first. Like, I don't know you. And then you hang up because it's a random guy, and he has his like recorded dialogue.
Okay.
And that to me feels like a scam. Because if they want a real donation, just have someone call me,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm interested in that. I'll donate.
I'll say call or send me a site
Yeah.
and let me do the research.
Just email. Well, we get all those phishing emails at work, which are, I'm sure most of them are
So you've gotten some?
planned. I think most of them are fake on purpose
Oh, to see if you
to try
fall
to
for
scam
it.
you. Why would you do that? Don't do that to your employees. Don't give them fake, because then you're like, now your inbox is full of fake messages from corporate going, oh, you gonna fall for this? No, I'm not.
Yeah,
now
that's
I'm just gonna
a little
delete most
shady.
of my. It's annoying.
That's a little shady. Something else is shady. Or we're in the Christmas spirit. Santa Claus.
What did he do?
I think we talked about him last year, didn't
Yeah, Santa Claus versus somebody.
Jesus.
Jesus.
we? Yeah. Guess what? Jesus won.
Jesus won.
Jesus won.
As he should.
And Santa Claus just keeps getting creepier.
He is
I
kind
was-
of creepy.
I was in the mall with the girls last week, and we were walking through. I had to take some shoes back that my wonderful wife didn't want. It was some Crocs. Speaking
It's
of,
a shady story.
speaking of, y'all women are funny to me. So I bought her some Crocs for her birthday. She's never had a pair of Crocs, so she tried them on one time. She's like, "Oh, these feel great."
Crocless existence until now.
Huh?
She's never had Crocs until now?
No,
That's
never.
rare. I even had Crocs when I was in middle school.
They're that old? I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, Crocs are old.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like people just found out about nice Crocs.
Okay.
Because back then they were terrible. They were horrible.
Okay.
Crocs, I just still don't like them.
So I bought her some Crocs, and then I bought her 2 different pair. The one pair, I was like, yeah, she always wears this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I knew she'll wear those. It was normal. But the other pair, I was like, oh, these spicy.
They're cool.
I'm gonna get her these. They had little sticker things on top.
Yeah.
It was like double the
The
price.
pins. I remember when the pins came out.
I feel old now.
They didn't always have pins.
Okay.
These would
So-
be just Crocs.
So I bought her that with the pins, and it was like double the price. I was like, oh, these joints, they cost more, so they got to be fly.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you can take these back, and I like these are great.
You buy me Crocs, I'll wear them forever.
Got you. You might get some Crocs for your birthday then. Pink Crocs.
Okay, well,
So
as long as they got pins in them.
I'm taking them. I took them to Alpharetta. Alpharetta, y'all are, listen, I'm calling everybody out. So I went to Alpharetta, and she said, nobody brings shoes back here. So I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah,
Where do you take them?
if you have to return them, you have to go to Perimeter or somewhere else. We don't do I was like, wow, okay, cool.
Oh, is that when I was with you?
I think you were with me. I think you
That's
were.
so whack. Just because it's in a mall, you can't.
But anyway, I went to Stonecrest Mall, and I'm getting closer to the register. I open them up. I'm proud because I'm like, I feel like I got good taste. Look at this. I got really good taste in
good
shoes,
taste.
right? So she says, you want to return these? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, cool. So she just starts to scan it. I was like, fly, right? She was like, mm-mm. So it's like, what?
No.
She was like, baby, these are trash. I was like, I said, what is trash about them?
That's so hurtful.
I wish I could find a picture of them and post them on the bottom of the screen.
I didn't think they were bad. I thought they were kind of cool.
You saw them. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, you were.
Maybe it's a guy girl thing. Maybe guys think it's neat.
So I said, you are lame.
First
And
off,
I said, I got
taking my
good.
Crocs back.
I said, I got good ass taste, and you are lame. So she's like, okay, but these are lame. I was like, all right, say less.
yo,
So, yeah.
you got grilled by a Croc salesman.
But as I walked out of I think what was that? Finish line or one of them places. I walked out of it, and we looked down. I had the girls with me, and I see this big white man with white hair and a
This
red suit.
Big white man
With white hair and a red suit.
with Crocs.
He might have had Crocs on. So I said, Sienna, who is that? She says, Santa Claus. I said, yeah, that is Santa Claus. I said, how does it make you feel? She said, mm-mm.
Didn't like him.
I said, you want to go see Santa Claus?
No.
She said, mm-mm. So
That's
Skylar
so funny.
said, you're supposed to go sit on his lap and tell him what you want. I said, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No.
It is kind of weird.
It is very weird.
Jesus is never creepy.
Jesus is
He's
never,
chill. You
He's
know?
been firm when need to
He's
be.
like, hey,
Yeah.
whatever. Do right.
I'm going to go build this right quick.
Yeah.
And,
Go
get
build
back
that.
with you.
Do right. Here's a cup.
Spit in this sand right quick. You see? You good. He's dead? No.
Yeah. Psych.
So,
Much cooler.
but Santa Claus, yeah, come sit on my
I
lap,
see you
little
when
kids.
you're sleeping. I know when you've been bad when you're awake.
Yeah, it's rapey. I don't like it.
Well, that's the joke forever. Santa Claus is kind of scary.
So who's keeping the tradition going?
What with Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because I'm not.
Well, I don't know any kids. I haven't had kids. I don't haven't taught kids in a long time, so I'm very out of the Santa Claus scene.
When you have a baby Sager, are you going to teach him Santa Claus?
I'll teach him about Krampus. The German Santa Claus. I'll teach him about the Krampus. I say, if you are naughty, he comes down the chimney. He eats you whole. He will eat you one bite. Don't be naughty. The Krampus will kill you.
Is that a real thing?
Krampus? Yes. Krampus.
Krampus.
Yeah, he's German like demon.
I gotta
Santa Claus.
see it. I gotta see it. I'm gonna look it up.
But I'll teach you about old Saint Nicholas. About how he used to go down the chimneys and leave money in poor people's socks, I think is what the story was. Saint Nicholas.
Yo, why do you know that?
Krampus? Krampus is he was popular at the time. It was 2014, and then Krampus was pretty popular. Cryptid. The German Krampus.
This is the demon Santa Claus.
Demon
Wow.
Santa Claus, yeah, Krampus.
See, yeah.
So don't be naughty. You'll be eaten by the Krampus.
So one of my old pastors from back in the day, shouts out to Pastor Samuels. He had did a sermon on Santa Claus, and he's like Satan Claus. So I was like, Satan Claus.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
You not with it?
No, it's fine.
Satan
It's fine. I love it when pastors do that stuff. My pastor doesn't like him either. He doesn't like Santa Claus.
So, but it makes me think now. Did you talk about this Krampus? That is the Satan Santa Claus.
Maybe Santa Claus is just pretending not to be the Krampus. He's hiding in the plain sight. He doesn't want you to know.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy.
It is pretty weird. Different culture. Dude, Germany's crazy with all the kid stories they have. All the horrible, scary kid stories.
They're teaching them to be hard kids.
Yeah. I mean, I have some German friends. They've grown up pretty good. Pretty
But
cool.
I'm gonna say their morals or their temperament for random BS.
Yeah.
I bet you they'd be like, mm-mm.
I don't know. Germany has a lot more like social justice stuff than
Really?
a lot of other European countries. Yeah. Germany's gone.
Since something in the 40s happened, I don't know.
I feel like Germany's gone really
What happened
really
in the
chill.
40s? What happened?
What do you mean what's happening?
Let me see. Yeah, you talking about Kanye? What Kanye said?
Yeah.
No.
What happened? No, I'm saying what happened in Germany in the 1940s.
1940. Listen. Since
It's something the whole world was in on.
I'm lost. For real?
It's 1940s Germany.
German troops.
A little
6 weeks.
little party came to power, and you know.
Oh, you talking about the Nazis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was in 1940.
Yeah, 1940s. It was World War II.
Dang.
Mhm.
Huh. So why do you think Kanye said that he likes? None of you
What a
think?
segue.
No, because it
Now,
came
why
up.
do you think? Yeah,
That came up.
so that's your live reaction. That's what he said, dude. So what he said is, I saw a really good point someone made,
Okay.
and the only thing that everyone has right now is just random points and opinions. No, none of us know Kanye.
Okay.
No podcast you watch knows this guy,
He
right?
did make Black Skinhead though. That was fire.
It was fire.
It
It was
was
definitely
fire.
fire.
Sorry.
But no one man should have all that power.
Nope.
Man. I mean, I could've hit. Anyway, so yeah, he said on a podcast that like, I don't hate anybody. I love everybody. I love the Jews. I also love.
I love the Nazis. He said that.
Said that.
No.
Alex Jones was giving him an out. Alex Jones was like,
You have a chance to not say that. I mean, I'm giving you the floor. Don't say that.
and he was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it. Anyway, he wore like a black mask through the whole thing.
No.
Like, yeah, like a
that wasn't
zip up.
Kanye. That wasn't Kanye.
If it wasn't, that's nuts. But everyone's saying it's Kanye. I mean, it sounds like him, you know? It sounds like him.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude,
Yay.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm telling you. So here's what I seen a podcaster.
What's the point?
I think, and I kind of agree with this guy. Look at what he's been on lately, right? He's trying
Right.
to say the exact opposite thing that everyone's pushing so hard online. He said Black Lives Matter. He said White Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
With everything else, he says the opposite, right?
Right.
So the worst possible thing you can do is go online and say, I love it. That's probably what I think he's trying to make a point.
He said he praised Hitler too. Wow.
I feel like he's now granted
Where have I been at? I missed all
I
of
watched
this.
the actual clip. I don't think I think a lot of people are going nuts right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like his point is no matter what he says about it, look at the world, right? You hear that? You feel that? Everything's fine. I think he's trying to make the point that you should be able to go online and say absolutely anything you want to, and nothing's going to happen. The Jewish community are still fine. Nothing is going on. I think he's trying to prove a point that if you go online and say the most insane stuff and you just don't care, they can't cancel you. Because they look at it, they've tried, man, but you can't. And I think that's what he's trying to say is that you can't cancel me. I literally went online and I said, I love, and I'm still here. I think that's what he wants to do. Like, that's why he keeps saying the opposite of everything. Which is why I'm not saying, hey, leave him alone, stop being mean. No, if anyone says anything on the internet or in real life, that's what they get that's what they gets coming to them, right? That's why I feel like a lot of people on the right are trying to abolish the hate speech laws. Because here's my thing. Yeah, if you want to go into town square and you want to have a big sign, you say, I hate
that's on
group
you.
of people.
Be
that's
weird.
on you.
It's weird.
What's going to happen to your career and what's going to happen to probably you in person. But I feel like nothing should be censored. And maybe that's his point.
That goes
I
back to
don't
what
know,
we
dude.
said last week, though. If we adopt, just hear me out. If we re-adopt consequences and accountability, a lot of this random stuff that's happening won't happen.
Yeah, cancel culture is a disease, dude. But I'm not saying that justice should be done with. Justice is going to happen naturally. I feel like going at people and trying to go for their throat when they might not even be in the wrong, that's what's wrong. And that's what cancel culture has like killed a lot of good people. So
tell me this. Why is it an issue for somebody to have an opposing opinion?
Dude, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I think
Like,
that's
I
why
don't
he's
think-
trying to do this. He's trying to literally go online and say the worst things ever. And then he's going to be like this. He's like, look, nothing happened. I said the worst things you could possibly say, and everyone's still fine. In fact, I'm the only one getting shot at here, which is understandable. I mean, what he said is probably...
Hold up, I missed that part.
There's no way he can have that opinion. There just isn't. I don't think he believes anything he's saying. You can't.
I don't know. Kanye,
You think he's crazy? What do you think?
All right. So,
You think he just went nuts?
all right. So,
Or is this a big joke to him because he's so rich and he's at the top of his...
I don't even think it's necessarily that. I feel like, and I'm sorry, y'all, it might be a trigger warning for some people, but I don't mean this in a ill way, an ill-mannered way. I'm just saying what I think.
No ill will.
I think there's a little autism there.
Oh, no.
It's something.
You ain't the
it's
first
something-
person to say that.
It's something there that's not. It's like, okay, for instance, I know that I can be random. I'm hella random. So it's easy for me to go off on a tangent about banana pudding.
Dude, same.
And
I think it's a lot of people.
and it's easy for me to say, all right, well, while I'm driving in the car, sometimes I think about J-O-E, jacking off in the car. Just do it. No reason to do it. Just do it.
Dude, I'm bad
Like-
at saying random shit, thinking I know what I'm talking about. But if I learn something next week, I could completely change my view. That's
Right.
how I think this is how people should. That's normal.
But for me, I feel like, again, Dr. Miles Monroe, when it comes to the media,
Yeah.
people look at what you say, and if you have a big enough name, they know they're gonna get enough clicks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna put a narrative behind it and carry it out until until the stream is done. Then I'm gonna find something else.
Grifters. That's why
Yeah.
they do it. That's why a lot of the racial grifters do it. It's because they know here's a hotbed a steaming pot of anger, and like I'm gonna put my name on this, having a controversial opinion, and I'll get 1 million followers from it.
Right. And for me, that's nasty. Just like, and I said it for a long time. I do it a little bit now, not a lot. But I used to always say, and it's for white and black people, why are y'all cooning? If you're a musician, why are you cooning? You know what cooning is. You don't know. Acting lesser than yourself to get a like.
Oh yeah.
Right? Why would you do that? And you're a super talented person. Go do a better job of showing off your talent and be successful. Instead of being out here, well, let me, since I'm a black guy, I'm going to put baby powder on my face and draw something on my face and play the piano. Click. And I got some followers, but that's not really, I just did that for the likes.
Mm-hmm.
Versus be great, figure out a better way to be seen.
Yeah.
I.e. like LaRussell, he is killing right now. LaRussell is detonating.
Yeah, you was talking about that.
Dude, why would I do that? That's like even with this podcast.
That's
me
all
or
of TikTok,
Sean
dude.
are not gay. I'm just saying it. Me and him are not gay.
No.
So I would never go over here and French kiss him. That's nasty.
I wouldn't want that.
Now, if that's what y'all do, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, as for me, I wouldn't do that so we can get a click.
People have free will. You can French kiss who you like.
But for a click,
no.
And people know that I'm married, and then they're like, "Oh, it's a scandal. This is like
that's like I'm sure like 99% of all celebrity drama is just bullshit. I wholeheartedly believe that. It's just bullshit to get clicks. Like even this Johnny Depp shit, dude. I would not be surprised if this is just like a way to distract people or whatever. Who cares, man?
And
hopefully justice is served. That's all I'm gonna say. Ever. And hopefully justice is served.
When that stuff happens, my take is always, okay, so did that help make you money? Did that put any food on your table? And did that put any gas in your car?
You saw the Liver King thing?
What's that?
The Liver King. Primals! That guy, he's like never wears a shirt, eats like raw liver.
Oh, yeah, this dude, yeah.
So there's been a big scandal where he's like, I don't take roids, I don't take drugs, I don't take any of that. But like the average builder would be like, that guy definitely takes roids. I didn't know because I don't build, I don't work out, as you could easily tell. I don't work out. But yeah,
you will be working out, though.
Oh yeah, I will.
You will be.
When will I be? I will be. But yeah, he was found out and he made like a whole apology video, and a lot of people are just like, dude.
Well, what was his point?
So his whole thing is like whole ancestral living. You gotta eat. You gotta walk on the ground, sleep on the ground. You gotta do your whole ancestral tenets.
Is this the same dude that sticks his tongue out at the end and did the weird?
No, not
stuff?
that guy. No, okay. that's a weird TikTok guy. Very different guy. But this guy eats testicles too.
Okay.
Bull testicles, which, I mean, everything he is doing is actually good for you. I mean, you can eat liver. There's a reason that, was it sharks? No, killer whales always go for the liver. They eat the liver, I think, out of like the animals they try to kill. Because it's even animals know liver is like the best for you. It's so good. Yeah. It's really nutritious for your body.
Liver.
No,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like very fresh liver.
Speaking of liver, I saw an episode of Dahmer.
Oh God!
Right.
That's perfect.
I wasn't planning on looking at it. I wasn't planning because
did you watch the documentary or the show?
The show.
Okay.
I know the story. I was alive then, so I remember some of the story from back in the day.
When was that?
The 90s, early 90s.
Oh, so no, I wasn't alive.
Yeah, you probably wasn't alive yet. Well, for the latter half of it, you probably was.
Yeah, 97.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't have known anything.
So, and again, I watched the first episode. The first episode starts with him getting ready. He goes into this bar. It's a gay bar. And he's talking to dudes. He's like, yeah, you want to come back to my place, whatever. And dudes is like, it's all black dudes too, by the way.
Yeah, he always targeted black dudes.
So he was like, nah.
I mean, that was his thing.
I didn't know. So the dude's just laughing and giggling. He's like, I'll get a drink for everybody. Yeah. So he gets a drink. One of the dudes says, "Well, I'll go back. You know, you're cute, whatever." Goes back to the spot, and as soon as he gets there, he's like, "What's that smell?" But when the show first started, the neighbor said, "Jeff, you got to do something about that smell." He's like, "Yeah, I had some meat to go bad. I'll throw it out tomorrow." She said, "But you said that last time." So he was like, "I'll make sure I clean it up this time. Don't worry about it." So this time, same night, he goes pick up the dude. The dude comes to the spot, black guy. So the black guy is looking around like, "What is this? Like, what's good? Why is it so hot?" So he was like, "I'll turn the air on. Don't worry about it." So it starts getting weird immediately. He puts handcuffs on the dude.
Oh man.
He's joking whatever and slap one handcuff on the guy. So he's like,
And the viewer knows. Because you can't not. Yeah. Oh man.
so the dude's like, "What's this?" He's like, "I'm just want to have a little fun." So it's like, okay, So, but again, on some other stuff, which I'm gonna talk about that too. Well, I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about that. But so they're going back and forth, and he's trying to show the dude, the black guy, a horror movie. So the dude's like, I don't really like scary movies like that. So Jeffrey Dahmer's character is like, just looking like that, not saying nothing. He's like, do I scare you or is the movie scaring you? He's like, it's the movie. So the dude just shaking. So it's a big, like them chlorine barrels from work.
Yeah.
It's a big barrel over in the corner with a plastic wrap on top of it. So the dude's looking over. The black guy keeps looking over like that. So then he's like, "Can I get some water?" And so Jeffrey was like, "You better not try to go nowhere." So he has a knife at this point. He's walking out, going to get some water with a knife. So comes back, the dude's like, "I thought you said you wanted to take some pictures." Jeffrey's like, "All right, cool. Let's go take some pictures." He gets on the floor. The black guy gets on the floor, and Jeffrey Dahmer's character is just snapping pictures. So the dude's trying to inch over somewhere to find something to hit him with. He ended up finding something to hit him with, and he gets to the door. The door has been locked by 4 locks. So he's trying to get out, and one lock is jammed. He can't get out. So Jeffrey Dahmer's character is getting up. He pulls him back down. The dude slaps him, like hits him again. He ends up getting the door open. That particular black guy ran off screaming, "He's trying to kill me." He's running down the hallway, everything. He's outside in LA with no shirt on. He's trying to kill me. So the cops end up going back to the house, and he's like, "What's the smell?" He's like, "It's bad meat, whatever." He said, "Well, this guy says you was trying to kill him. So can we come in and, investigate something?"
Yeah.
So his character's like, "Sure, whatever." So they looking around. Keep in mind, he was torturing people with regular stuff, drills,
Yeah.
knives.
That's where the cops were like, of course they wouldn't suspect anything. They're like, this dude's just a dude. You're probably crazy. So this guy ran out without a shirt, right? Any clothes?
Right.
Yeah, so they're looking at this naked guy. The naked guy would be crazy in this instance.
So this time, but this is the time this is what set him up to get locked up. For that one. That was the last guy. So it started with the last guy. That's how the show starts. So the cops go into his bedroom and they find all these pictures of real murders that he's committed and taken pictures of. And he's seeing, that's the other thing. Some of y'all cops gotta pay attention. Just pay attention. The first thing they go in the bedroom, the bed ain't got no cover on the mattress. It's 2 blood stains on the mattress. Why, as a cop, wouldn't you say, "Well, why you got blood on the mattress?" Ask the question. They overlooked that part, and they still looking around the room. Like, I was just like,
Which I will say, Netflix, like they did say that Netflix got a lot of it wrong, just for the sake of good TV. Which I don't like that. That
Exactly.
is on another note. Like, it's gross that you made a show about it and you didn't even get a lot of it right, just for the viewer to have something to watch. This is messed up shit that actually happened. You're making TV out of something that.
All the victims' families still exist.
Yeah, they said they hated it. All the victims' families were like, did not want this to happen. I heard, and Netflix was like, "Fuck you, I'm doing it anyway."
Yeah. So I watched that one episode and I was like, yeah, it's twisted. It's twisted. I don't like it.
I think cops at the time too did not know what serial killers were at all, and they would be like, "There's no way that this guy would do all this stuff."
So
Like,
you
it's
saying they gave him the benefit of the doubt?
probably because they were like, "There's no way that something guy crazy is happening, and this guy isn't trying to hide it. It's in plain sight." And he was so chill about it, so they're like, "Okay, I don't know." There's me as a logical person would be like, okay, this is sufficient evidence to put you away for a long time. Like, I'm gonna bring other cops in this house, but also I don't know. Maybe like he let us in. He's not hiding
cooperative.
anything. So cooperative. Didn't hide anything. Maybe this guy's just a freak, and they knew he was gay. So back then they just didn't want any part of gay people. They're just like,
that's
"Hey,
true.
you freaks, just do your own thing." That's just how they were.
Right.
Especially probably like, bro cops back then.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, this free. This guy's fucking weird. Don't let it."
Yeah.
know?
No more.
There's another way. Probably all the victims' friends didn't believe him either because they're like, "Well, don't bring me into your gay
Yeah.
shit."
Back in the day, yeah. I remember it was a guy that played at one of our churches that we went to. His name was Ricky. Everybody knew Ricky was gay. And one of the coolest guys ever. Him and my mom were like that. And I remember, I think he had passed. I don't know how long ago it was. But it was sad. It was like a sad time. It was like, that was everybody's partner. Like, And I think, I will say this. I'm glad that we're in a space where everybody's accepted.
Yeah.
Right? Although we're in a space that everybody is accepted, I don't think certain things have to be marketed as much.
Yeah.
Just
I see
like,
you.
case in point, you saw the Balenciaga thing.
Dude. You saw the
Right?
Caitlyn Jenner thing too?
No, I didn't see
Kylie Jenner?
that. I didn't see
Her
that.
like trying to sell with like a makeup brand or lipstick or perfume. Her video of it is her like covered in blood, and look, man, it's just demonic shit.
So for me, it's like why are we inching away from traditional values?
I don't know, man. I personally believe that there's a lot of like creepy ass cult Satanists in charge of like a lot of elite circles, man. We've already known that.
Right.
We've already known that like most of the elites are whacked out of their minds doing like weird child stuff,
Right.
with like all the trafficking rings and like satanic stuff they keep putting in like TV shows, and just like all the symbolism and shit is everywhere.
Right.
You could see it. You don't have to, you don't have to have your tinfoil hat on to see this stuff. It's literally with Kylie Jenner with the pouring blood. It's demonic. If you see it, just calls it as you see it.
But
it's not like,
oh, that's just something else.
But my question is this: why aren't people in general saying anything? Is everybody scared?
I think it's a little bit of that. Yeah, I feel like it is. It has to be. Or they're just like, well, my friends. Well, first off, we've seen it on TikTok when we go on TikTok Live. People are just so easily come out and be like, yeah, I'm a Satanist. Yeah, Satan.
Because
rules, man.
I don't believe in coaching. For me, especially having kids now, don't coach my kids into being what you want them to be.
No, you shouldn't do that to anyone's kids either.
I mean,
like even I'm Christian, right? If your kids don't go to a Christian school, I'm not going to make it my mission as a teacher to just install the values that I will with my kids into yours.
Right.
I mean, I'm always going to, if someone comes at me for advice, and that's all the advice I have is like, well, I know a Bible story that kind of relates to that. That's all I know.
Right.
My pastor said this. Discipling people is not indoctrinating them.
Right.
Discipling is just like, hey, you know what? These are my beliefs. You might like them.
I guess
But that stuff that's happening in schools is not discipling shit. It's a little bit indoctrinated.
It's a slippery slope because on one hand, we do want our kids and everybody to have free free speech, free thought, all
You
that
should
kind
be
of
able to
stuff.
say whatever you want. I agree with that.
But if you're coached into saying or being something that you probably would not have been
Yeah.
naturally, and you're coached into being something, now you're changing
Yeah.
the
And
narrative.
here's my thing. That goes for like an uncle or a grandpa or something, right? But if you're a teacher at a school, that's your job.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be you. You're getting paid to teach the kids things that they tell you to teach the kids, right?
Right.
That's your job. You can't wear your hair a certain way at your job. You can't facial hair. You couldn't have a beard
Nah,
at
you
Enterprise.
When I worked at Enterprise, you couldn't have no beards.
That's normal, man. If you're in a science lab, you have to put your hair up, closed-toed shoes. Can't really be yourself when it comes to a job or even school. So why are you bringing that same philosophy that, like you said, an uncle, or someone that isn't your parents trying to instill beliefs in their kids? That's
Yeah.
even a little weird. But for a teacher or a professor, that's
Yeah.
why is that your prerogative?
Now the only way I could say, or the only reason I could say is happening, is because at the end of it is always going to be a product
Yeah.
to push. I ain't gonna go there, but we both know some products that are pushed in certain communities on a consistent basis. But if you knew from the beginning, I'm black, so I use a black example. In the beginning, in the black community, we would do a lot of in the morning. What the kids say, I'm gonna go to school. Get up in the morning. Go make you some cereal. It's quick because everybody's tired, whatever, from the day before. Eat your cereal.
Yeah.
What's the first cereal you go for though? Fruit Loops, Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. All these delicious, right? The cereal's delicious. But let's fast track that to the next 20, 30 years. If that kid has adopted the taste buds from,
What's actually good for you?
yeah, for what's good for you, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you have the taste buds from sweet cereal, now instead of sweet cereal, I want sweet cakes and all that good stuff. And I want sweet candy, and I want soda, and I want greasy wings or whatever we have in our community.
Oh yeah. It's
Then
still
that leads you to diabetes, which leads to medicine at the end.
Oh yeah.
You take this medicine and you'll be all better. Wherein it could have got caught from the very beginning.
Oh yeah. I grew up the same way. Cereal, Pop-Tarts, man. I had Pop-Tarts
Yeah,
every
Pop-Tarts was one
all
too.
my high school, middle school, I probably had a Pop-Tart every single day. I cannot believe I'm not diabetic, man. I can't, thank
Yeah.
God. But, oh yeah.
And you
it's still
read
in
it
my
now.
brain too. If I have a piece of sugar now as an adult, dude, I crave it all day.
And if you read the package of one of those things, and then you look at how much you're supposed to get within one day.
Yeah.
According to the food pyramid.
It's like the food pyramid was totally made up. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Totally made up just so you become like a gloopy fat American.
Exactly. So those are my issues. Like, don't coach kids into being something for your product line.
Dude, the fact that in some states they're even passing around the idea that it might be okay for kid to be on like those hormone blockers and shit.
They're
That
saying
is-
it now?
That is nuts. That's crazy. Yeah, in some states, a guy in Canada got arrested because he like wouldn't let his son go on puberty blockers. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, and again, I feel like when kids get to a certain point, maybe that's 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, when they're an adult, dude, your brain doesn't stop developing until you're 26.
All right.
So, you're gonna make a decision that literally, your chemistry, your biology changes.
and again, I don't want to put it just on sexual organs or anything like that, but anything. Like, it's same thing with me. At 39, I don't want to work as hard as I have to work right now.
Yeah.
That was not the plan. But that's what that's what I was set up to do
Yeah.
up until this point. Now it's like, all right, what are you gonna do for the next 39 to 49? All right, I got to change some things up. I got to hire some people. I got to not do as much property stuff and focus on podcasts and digital products and coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I love those things. But if I would have started doing this in my 20s or 19,
Mm-hmm.
think about it. You're already there then. By 39,
kind of.
by 39, if I'd have started podding at 19, there's 20 years of podding in media. I'd be up.
God. Wow.
Versus being coached into doing something, i.e. college. I'm grateful for A&T. Shouts out to A&T. But, no. Certain careers don't require college.
No.
It
I think
requires a
most
certain
careers
mindset.
don't. Yeah.
But, no.
I've known kids who just I've known kids who steal so many textbooks and so many online lessons from college for free, and they'll even watch it. They'll sit in and they'll be like, "It's not much else you couldn't just learn from YouTube University."
Yep.
I mean, just
and dust people. Financially detonate.
like being a doctor, a lawyer, definitely college. Go.
Yeah, you need to
engineer,
practice.
something where you need extensive knowledge of one subject.
Yeah.
You probably need to go to college, and you probably have a scholarship for that very
Mhm.
thing because you've made it your mission to do it. But going to college for a psychology degree with absolutely no business plans when you get out, taking gender studies when you go to college for
Yeah.
what, dude? Where's the job, man? You've
Big-
wasted $60,000 a semester.
Big OG Kevin Samuels says, "Why'd you? That's a bullshit degree. Why did you?"
It's a bullshit. Yeah, sometimes
He said that to people's face. They just be like, "Why would you say that?" He's like, "How much are you gonna make off of that?"
Yeah. The generic business degree. I think business is like the 70% default that most
Yeah.
kids just go and they just take business. Who was it, man? I forget. I think it was a YouTube comment that said this, but there was you pay for the degree, not for the education. At the end of college, you're paying for that piece of paper. You're not paying for the knowledge. You can get that knowledge somewhere
In the
else.
field.
A master, become an apprentice.
Most of the time, you're gonna learn in the field.
Yeah. That was our job completely. Totally on job training.
Yeah.
So
it,
yeah, most of the time you learn on the job or you get the knowledge from somewhere else. You don't really need to pay for it. I mean,
Well,
that's
look. Let's start wrapping it up now. I want to wrap up with the lady on the plane.
yo.
So it's a lady on the plane. It said Jesus told her to open up the door.
He said, "Come to me." He said, "It's your time."
And she was singing spirituals in the plane. Was that a slave trying
That's
to
creepy.
crash the plane?
Amazing grace.
It may have
all right,
been
who
a-
is singing that? I'd be like, what's gonna happen on this flight, dude? I'd be a little scared.
It may have been a slave spirit trying to crash the plane.
Why are they up that high?
There's a lot of white people in that plane.
What was that slave spirit doing 30,000 feet above the
It's
ground?
close to heaven.
Why did it take them that long?
I don't know.
It's been a long time. It's been a while. Yo,
So what would you do if you heard somebody singing on the plane?
I'd be a little worried if anyone was singing out loud. But singing gospel songs, I'd be like, okay, all right. There better be something good. Better be something good happening behind me. If I turn around, it's just one lady, I'm like, all right. I'd be like, well, all right. But the fact is, you actually can't open those doors because the wind pressure is so powerful. There's no way you can open a door mid-flight. So when you see it in movies, it's not real. You can't open a plane door mid-flight. There's two. You're flying through the air, going like how many miles a minute?
Okay. Okay.
There is no way, dude.
No
There's
way.
no way you can open. No, you can't. You're not strong enough. You have to be the Hulk. The
Okay.
Hulk would have to. And by that, you just punch a hole through. I mean, there's no way. Even Dwayne the Rock Johnson could not open a door on a plane mid-flight.
Okay.
There's too much air pressure.
Well, I know if I heard.
Because think about it. You know, like when I'm trying to. You open a fridge door.
Yeah.
Like you open it, the suction releases and air kind of comes out.
Right.
Imagine you're going trying to open a car door, going 60.
Yeah, it is a little heavy.
Imagine going thousands miles an hour. No way.
Yeah, you're not.
You cannot
open
that thing. There's no
You're
way.
not gonna open it. Well, if Jesus told her to do that,
Yeah.
then it's time for her to go.
Yeah.
Not everybody else.
Which, like I said before, I know because you talked to me a little bit about this before we started. I mean, if someone's like schizophrenic or like dementia patient and they're religious, they're usually always going to just think it's Jesus talking to them. I mean, if they're atheists, they think it's their little friend or something. They think it's them inside.
Speaking of little friend, do y'all do Elf on the Shelf?
Yeah,
Y'all did.
for a little bit. I think my parents got tired of it, but for a little bit they did.
So
with me and my sister.
what is the thing behind Elf on the Shelf?
I don't know where it started. I have no clue where it started. Just a little guy.
But what does he do?
I don't know. He just moves around at night.
See, yeah.
He's always in a different spot in the morning.
Black people never said Elf on the Shelf.
What do you call it?
Nothing. A demon.
It is creepy. It's creepy.
What is a demon?
No, I think they stopped doing it because I was scared. As a kid, I was like, that thing comes alive at night, and you just let it run around our house. What's it?
That was just.
I don't want it to come in my room. That's creepy. I'm almost asleep.
I've never heard of it until like maybe a year or two ago.
No way, you never heard of Elf on the Shelf?
No, cause I got a friend, Briley and Natalie. They had a little Elf on the Shelf at their house, right?
Yeah.
So I was working on their
What the
house.
hell's that?
So I was like, "Well, I got a voodoo doll right here." So he was like, "Nah, it's crazy,
That's
man."
the little elf man we torture.
He says Elf on the Shelf. I was like, "What the hell is that?" He was like, "You don't know about Elf," just like you said. I said, "That is a demon."
It is. It's
So,
creepy.
He said the same thing you said. Yeah, he walks around at night, and I think he said if you're good or something, he's just watching to make sure. So I was like, no.
Yeah, some parents have where he makes messes in the middle of the night. It's like you'll wake up and there's like spilt water or crumbles of something because he was trying to eat something. But to me, I think my parents stopped doing it because I was creeped out. I thought it was creepy. I mean, it's a little thing that comes alive at night.
All right, so the premise, I just looked it up. I had to look it up. So the premise of Elf on the Shelf was each night, like you said, each night,
Yeah, he comes
the
alive.
elf flies.
He flies now.
Flies to the North Pole to tell Santa whether the children have been naughty or nice. Okay, so he's the Jesus, and Santa Claus would be like the God, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Tell him if you naughty or nice.
Yeah, that's what Jesus went to
It's a
heaven to
cute
tell.
It's a cute way of keeping the spirit of Santa Claus alive. See, yeah, I don't like it. I'm done. The spirit of Santa Claus? Yeah, how you feel about that now?
The spirit of Santa Claus. Now that I am older, I don't like Santa. I'm not a big fan of Santa anymore. I'm really not liking Saint Nicholas. Old Saint Nick.
Yo, it's a lot of weird stuff. So, would you say that's demonic?
No, not demonic. Well, it could definitely be characterized as such. I mean, he comes alive at night, and he makes messes around your house, and he teleports halfway around the world
Yeah.
to tell on a deity if you've been good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's a little demonic, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
a little
A
demonic.
little scary. I never liked it. Some parents are really funny with it though. They like now with technology, you can set up like a camera, and some parents had them on a string and they were like flying them around. And
I'm good.
it's fun. I'm not doing it with my kid. Mom.
All right, so all of y'all that do Elf on the Shelf,
Y'all weird.
don't invite me to your house.
Nah, it's creepy.
We won't be talking about Santa Claus. I tell my girls, Dad ass Santa Claus.
That's
Period.
cool. Cause I make the presents.
I make the presents. I bought that
So
for
you don't have no Santa in this house.
No.
So they know he's not real.
Yes.
Wow. They're young.
So?
Damn, Santa Clausless childhood.
Yo, the girls say, Daddy, I want to get so and so. Like, okay. We go out to the mall or something. So what did Santa buy you? Daddy bought me. Yeah, we're
That's
not doing
awesome.
that. Yeah, I'm not gonna start. I'm sorry.
Nah, Jesus
Jesus
and Dad.
Jesus and Dad and Mom. All right, so till next week, we're out. That was great. That was great. Elf on the Shelf.
It is creepy. I will agree with you. Actually, I don't like it now.